today's the 29th, but it is a Monday, so welcome back to, I guess, I think the way that I usually phrase it is that this is October's Raffle. But this is more than just October's Raffle. This is the day we've all been waiting for. This is the day I've been approaching for a long time. This is my official in Steam. I've done a lot of staying in the orbiter and just looking at builds and not really playing the game. We could look at my in mission time. In Steam, I just hit 10,000 hours in Steam. So sorry to say that 5 times in a row, but what can I say, man? This is it's a moment to celebrate, and the odds are looking pretty juicy. I think we might see some dubs real quick, but I think we should be all good through here. Yeah, obviously I have a few buttons to click and stuff like that. So yeah, number one thing, obviously I wanted to do a showcase and actually show a little bit of Warframe before we fully get into the gambling, which is of course the raffle. You know, you basically are just active in my community at this point. I see ya, I catch ya, and then you get added to the list. So the ratio is looking pretty good right now. Shout out Lance, welcome in. Lance, give me one moment. I'm almost there. I have 2 more buttons to click, but yeah, today's a big day. I don't know, Lance, are you in the Discord? Maybe I should have asked that. I think you might be in the Discord. I think you need to. I think that's a name that I forgot, but we'll worry about the wheel later. I mean, I see Lance here now, so this is official last minute. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you win. So if I didn't mention it before, I'm giving out 2 raffle wins this week. So around Christmas time, I'll also do that. But yeah, this time we're rolling the wheel twice to see 2 different people. That's the only thing. It has to be 2 different people. So it's my one rule, which I hope is understandable. Yeah, I think we should be all set up. Yeah, I'm actually gonna leave this. All right, here we go. So yeah, I think the main thing that I wanted to do was cover, let me get in on that, yeah? Are you in the Discord already? I'm gonna lose my phone soon. I need help to keep my phone on? Oh, dude. Well, I think, Lance, I'm pretty sure you're in the Discord, so I just need to be able to, like, reach out to you and figure out a time that I can give you free stuff. So if it wasn't clear enough, every month I give away some of the stuff I've accumulated. Nope, I'm not in the Discord. So yeah, there's a link to my Discord in the bio. So yeah, I can add you. I'll see your Discord username, and then yeah, it's okay. Okay, well I gotta call it out while I'm here. Yeah, if you get in early enough, then I'm still talking about builds in this current moment. Failing to talk about builds, but yeah, let's talk about an Oberon build. Sorry for yapping for 3 minutes. So yeah, these are all Tau Forge Reds for ability strength. That's it. Hope you like it. And you watch the dev stream, you're like, okay, this is gonna proc 10 stacks of radiation now. The one time I actually get to use Universal Fallout, which does fully mean that I have infinite energy, so I felt a little bit crazy about this. What I'm hoping is gonna happen is that I only ever need armor strip on like high value targets. Like trash mobs are trash mobs up to a pretty high level, so which is well beyond anything I'm playing towards on a regular basis. The worst is maybe an Archimedea, but even still, yeah, it's basically going to convert into an overguard strip, armor strip. If you don't hear from me a while, oh yeah, no, I feel it. Hey Lance, no, I'm glad to have you here while I have you. So I know life has a tendency to mess with your ability to do a lot of stuff. I know my friends over at Polar Bits are definitely dealing with that, so I always feel it. Life gets in the fucking way, doesn't it? But yeah, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, Smite. Yeah. Removes Overguard. Also removes armor. And then deals damage in like a radius based on the health of the enemy. So, I'm like, okay, I'm fine with removing the radial. This should be just armor strip. I don't think you need to have the hallowed ground active. I think they said in the dev stream, maybe you guys can quote me on that in the comments, but Yeah, I had this realization. I was like, I'm totally fine with it. I don't need to strip. I don't need to strip the armor of like a bunch of fucking lancers and shit. Like, suck my dick. I'm gonna. Oh, there's a. What is it? A Thrax. Yeah, you're playing Conjunction, and the Thrax spawn or like a Battlist spawns. It's like easy dubs. So I like that it deals damage to enemies in the area, but I'm not necessarily playing it for the caster frame. And the reason I'm calling it the Caveman, like Amar special, is because it is just Arcane Avenger and Roar at. It's going to be a little bit over 100, hopefully. So, I've always said that I think Roar's #1 feature is that it's a squad buff, and it just you nail your teammates once with it. Like if you're lucky, you can get 2 other players. If you're really lucky, you can get the whole squad. But in these missions, like if you're getting it in Archimedea, then like absolutely the team is sticking together, so you can fully like your whole squad is getting, you know, essentially a universal faction damage mod that is worth 100% damage. So it's a pretty decent boost. The stretch was originally probably there for renewal. I'll still leave it. I'll see if I need it. You know, I won't fully know. I guess it'll make Smite a bit more useful is my theory. Like you know, if you're targeting a Thrax, then it'll clear the Thrax and then, you know, clear all the trash mobs around it just because the Thrax will end up scaling up like crazy. So it seemed pretty straightforward. Like that's, in reality, I think most people would agree that like on a frame that fundamentally has the choice between 2 different versions of armor strip, you know what I mean? I'm kind of fine with trash mobs. Like if I can't kill trash mobs, then I'm the trash mob. Then the role, it's a role reversal. So yeah, we hate Thrax, but other than that, you know, we hate Battleists. Battleists have ruined my life for, you know, ages and ages. So this is triple Umbra. I think also the passive is going to change. So, or the renewal is going to change where you're going to get more armor based on your armor value. So I already had triple Umbra, but this is double Umbra polarities. But dude, hang on, I have to show this. I just start rolling an Umbra form. I'm like, I feel like burning an Umbra form is like a luxury now. You know, I'm like, at a certain point, you're like, okay, you be stingy with it for a reason, and then you get it. Yes, granted on a very slow cycle, but it is a cycle and it does repeat. And so, when you hit the 10,000 hour mark in Steam, then hopefully you've accumulated a lot of Umbra forma. How about that? You keep a lot of Umbra forma, normal forma, you've got a lot of weapons. I mean, what's there to do, right, guys? What can I say? I'm yapping too much, but yeah, this is adaptation with pretty decent heal rate. This is going to be like 130, 135, maybe 138. It's quite a bit of health per second. I think this outpaces Arcane Grace by a little bit, but that does still mean that like there's a lot of one-shot abilities that will just, you know, a Thrax Laser is still going to one-shot you. A Blitz Eximus is still going to one-shot you, unfortunately. So you could potentially run, what is it? Rolling Guard. That's the one. 7-second cooldown, but you're invincible for 3 seconds. So I roll too much to use that, so unfortunately. But yeah, the one time I'm using Arcane Universal Fallout, I don't know if I called this out, but yeah, this is per radiation status effect. That is just, oh shit. And look, we get something for the community showcase. So we do have the Temporal Archimedea stuff, but I was gonna do the Raffle first. But if we've got Evan in here, then we'll get a little bit of a free showcase. This is like some fashion goblin stuff, so takes me back. All right, dude, Saren and Garuda. Is there gonna be a theme? Oh my god! Oh, I love this skin. Nephila skin. Oh my. I've started to look at this more, like the way that all the different Tenogen skins will like add metallic highlights and like lowlights to different parts of the skin. Dude. And of course the goated cape. I feel like I've seen less people use the giant fucking billowy cape because I feel like it takes up a bunch of your screen. Like I try to have pretty minimal, like I like to have some bulk, but I think this cape is like just oh, look at the physics. Oh, dude. Oh, this is the Araxia Noble anime. Oh, dude, the Araxia animation. Oh, that's What do you think, Chet? I think that's a good note. I think that... Ooh. Wait, does she float? No, she walks. Oh, she, like, goes up on the strings for a little bit? Okay. All right, there's one. And then, of course, Garuda. Oh, my God. Yeah, I guess, like, a similar colorway. Not exactly the same colorway, but... Look at the... Oh, my God. Look at... Whoa. This is the TM... Oh, I see it now. Damn. Look at this. It's look at all this volume in the front. Oh, it looks so good. And the purple as like a black. Oh, it's just like there is a, I think there is a darker, yeah, there is some blacks running through here, but dude, I love it. And this is a infested skin, right? I think. But yeah, I love this Signa. This Signa you can fuck with. It's like positioned really weird on a lot of Warframe's heads, so you can do some silly shit with it. But all right, well, Evan, I mean, we've got you in the Discord, so you know you definitely have 2 chances to win. All right, but yeah, that's the Oberon build. What else is there to say? I don't know, man. Like, I've always just enjoyed him to be a passive heal for my squad, and then I can apply armor, and now the radiation will work properly. You're gonna apply, you basically get like 3 free hits, like when you pick up a health orb. So I'm like, yeah, no shit, I'm using Universal Fallout, and so I'm fully just using him as a support frame. Like it's so, I mean, and then of course I just use Arcane Avenger because I like having a buff to my weapons. I guess the shields do they not count as damage? Oh, I wonder, chat. Will I learn something cruel? I might find out. So I'm actually thinking about that, because if it functions like Revenant, then your boy might be cooked. So we might have to remove that Arcane Avenger, but I'll leave that for future Mar. We'll have to figure that out, but that's gonna about do it. Quick little Oberon build, you know what I mean? I've always, you know, he's been my bae for just like, oh, I get him in an Archimedea, just roar with a shit ton of power strength in the end. Like, who can say no? And I get a little bit of range, so I can almost guarantee that I get most of my squad. So let's go back to Caliban, but not over to that one. We're actually going to move over to the Archimedea loadout. I'm not going to cover the builds, but I'll just let you see the builds real quick. But I did want to do some reminiscing. So first I did just want to pull this up. Yeah, there you go. Real quick, 10,000 hours. I mean, a lot of it is spent in orbiter, unfortunately. And that's the first statistic that I wanted to check. So I wanted to go through the stats page. This is a momentous occasion for me. So we are at 3947. So that means just about 60% of my time spent in Warframe is spent not playing the game. Oh, let's see. Missions quit, 2,300. I have an 8% quit rate. I've quit a lot just because I've tested something. I'm like, oh, I don't want to do this for 5 minutes, and I just quit out. So maybe it slanders me. Maybe it makes me look like a pariah in the community, but I'll say it. I've quit out of a lot of missions. You know, I'm not ashamed of it. I just sit in orbit, dude. I know you got, well, build crafting is part of it, and so I mean, I'm not in the chats anymore. I mean, 1 million Grenier kills, that's not terrible. 1,700 corrupted kills, yeah. I've definitely done a lot more. I did a lot of Lua. I did a lot of conjunction survival for a long time. Oh, shout out Chris, welcome in. Good to have you. On a momentous day. Most of this shit I don't really give a fuck about. It was basically just the stuff at the top. Yeah, this is lame. Orphix Venom, 19,000. Cipher solved. Average cipher time, 4 seconds. Yeah, Kuva Shakur, you can still see all this stuff. Revives, 3592. Holy shit. What do you guys think of that? Isn't it like 1,000 revives? You just farted. How many revives is the achievement? I guess I could check it, but 3592. Okay. You guys let me know what you think about it. I'm gonna pull up the achievements in Steam, but I did want to come over here. I don't go through the usage list very often, but I did want to show off. I mean, for the longest time, it was Excalibur and Rhino, and then Frost Prime, and then I think somehow I actually got Rhino Prime, but Rhino Prime is like, I think I paid plat for it. I might have bought some plat and paid for him because it was like way back in the day. But yeah, Saren. When I was burning through Mastery and like ranking up weapons, all I would use was Saren, which is such a weird idea, but I would just use Venom Dose and Roar. So I would just like buff my squad with damage, and then I would let them do all the killing. So I was like the worst Saren on planet Earth, I think. And then the reason that Loki Prime is up here is because for a long time, the only build I ever used was like fully silent Loki. So like nothing currently could detect you. There's stuff now that can detect you through that, but and then it was just the Kuva course. It was right as when Kuva weapons started to come out, and then that was moving into that was definitely moving into the new war. I don't know how quickly it was moving into the new war, but yeah, I think that is a pretty good cover. And then all these are actually, oh, I should say normal Lavos is a good call out. So when Railjack came out, I would just only play normal Lavos because that was the, well, first of all, there was no Prime Lavos at that time, which is, yeah, but yeah, he has cooldowns, so it would just increase the cooldowns on the shit. It was like, it was so broken. But yeah, I just ended up like, you know, just only playing Lavos. Any other callouts? Equinox. I use Equinox now because I have just like a lot of damage reduction mods on that build, because really the whole build is just use Maim, get like 6 kills, and then you just wipe like maybe 40 enemies if you're lucky. You basically wipe everything on the map. It's a 38 meter radius or something. I have to check, but the reason that it's so high is because the build functions off the sole principle that, like, yeah, the amount of damage you deal to an enemy gets added to your Maim gauge. So you have to be able to deal damage to an enemy without really any buff. Like, I'm not using the 2 that like increases their damage taken and like speeds them up. Like, I'm basically just fucking shooting them with a really OP weapon, but it doesn't take very long to just terrify and then nuke and then everything dies. So that's like pretty straightforward build. But yeah, that's kind of the principle behind why I use Equinox as a test frame. Is it's like it's a kind of a unique situation where the weapon has to be able to just function. It has to just do its thing. I don't have to think about it. I just get a couple kills, do it again, and then that's the cycle. Like, Equinox is kind of built off of, sometimes I'm a little bit more reserved about using my Maim, but you know, that's real quick, just cover that. Octavia, another great example. An invisibility frame is the reason that I played Octavia. Very offensive, high damage invisibility frame, but still an invisibility frame, so that is the #1 reason that Octavia is so high. Volt Prime, you guys can understand that. And then the rest of this list is actually more manicured. Like, Necros is actually starting to move down the list. I've done a bunch of testing with Valkyr, so, you know, like, the more I change a build, the more I play a frame, and so the higher it moves. But currently I am sitting with Caliban Prime, just surpassed Araxia, but yeah, he's got a ways to go. He has to get from 0.3 to 1.2, and obviously it gets like progressively harder to get each Prime frame up to this moment, so you're just basically only playing Caliban Prime. So that's my current gameplay. I'm still playing Vidaria Prime, obviously still trying to get that one up. I did want to cover the rifles. Obviously Soma Prime, I snagged that from a some drop. I watched Tennokan or something. Ignis Wraith, I definitely joined someone's dojo to craft the Ignis Wraith, and then had second thoughts about leaving, and then eventually did leave when I made my own dojo, just if anybody needed one. So I do have all the research now. I do have Ignis Wraith. So that was just a farming weapon, super brainless. It's just a fucking flamethrower. You can put punch through on it, so it like shoots through walls. So it's a lot of like farming stuff, like breaking crates. I use this in like a crate breaking build. Kuva Ogress is more manicured. I used it in normal Sanctuary Onslaught, so if I would go in and rank up a Warframe, then I could go in, but it's kind of nice. When I Forma now, I can go in with an Elite Sanctuary, but I prefer actually to go in to just like a normal, like an Omni or something. Amprex, just another, like one of the strongest beam. It's a fucking chain beam. It has innate electricity. Like it has insane crit stats. Obviously it's a beam weapon, so like the tick rate and the tick damage are like hard to understand. Archiplasmor, again, just insanely broken weapon. Shedu, kind of a weird one. Tigress Prime. I feel like Tigress Prime was a weapon that I actually farmed and was able to use at that high mastery or whatever, but I feel like I spammed it a lot for like bosses and stuff, but now I have a lot of methods to deal with certain bosses, so this is a fun one. Strun Incarnon. It just keeps showing up in Archimedea. That's like the only time I ever use it. But now it's like gonna surpass basically every other way. It's above Kuvazar. Yeah, this is like the upper echelon. This is like, these weapons have like historical context, and then like everything below that, yeah, the normal Trumna. Yeah, that's some OG shit. But yeah, look at this, Strun Incarnon. I don't know, every time it shows up in Archimedea, I have to take it, so apparently it just flies up the list, so. Yeah, you can see Burstin Incarnon, Boltor Incarnon. This is the weapon that I use to kill Archons. So if I want to kill myself, if I really want to kill myself, I'm going to turn my gun into an Incarnon form and fucking blow my brains out at 50 million bullets per second. It's so bad, dude. What, really? Strun? Yeah, Strun Incarnon is so fucking broken. Because you just take the status chance buff, and then you can just get like the most insane amount of, you can get like 3 guaranteed status effects. And some of them, it has free blast, I think. And then like one of the bullets has fire damage or something, so. Or maybe I put fire on it, but yeah, Strun Incarnon, the GOAT. But I think Boltor Incarnon, if I want to just like laser something in the face and it dies guaranteed. Burstin Incarnon is kind of similar, but Boltor is like a full auto shotgun, but it has like the most insane crits. Like you look at all other shotguns, you're like, the amount of multi-shot that I'm getting, this thing's broken. Here's Torrid Incarnon for you, so that's 0.9. Kuva Brahma, Bubonico, these are like straight OGs. Like Kuvazar, that's way back, dude. That has legacy as well. Vermisplice, I already even mentioned this. This is like this. It shoots out a fucking tongue. It like latches onto different. It's a chain beam, but it's a tongue. So it's fucking lick a tongue vibes. But it has like IPS and then also innate toxin. So you can put like blast plus primary blight, from what I remember, is my build. So Bubonico, maybe something similar. But yeah, just like an insanely OP. Get it really early. You get it from just Heart of Demos. Like you just play Demos. I'm like, holy shit, dude. No wonder. I mean, it's very coveted, like justifiably so. But this is the actual list. This is like the upper echelon of like crazy fucking, like the Corinth Prime build. That shit's nuts. The Miter Incarnon. Like people don't know about the Corinth, but you have to get a good Riven for it. I wouldn't suggest using it otherwise. But yeah, Spore Lacer Kit Gun, Tenet Archiplasmor. So that's like the real list. Pistols is a fun one. Look at this. Kuva Nucor 3.7, and then here we go. Tenet Cycron. These are like cousins of each other. Kuva Nucor, kind of an ammo hog if you're not careful. Has the weirdest crit stats you've ever seen. So you actually I run an Enervate build on it. And then you have Tenet Cycron, infinite ammo, 40 shots in the mag. So you can shoot it for like maybe 2 seconds before it's out of ammo, and then you have to let it recharge. But it has insane base crit stats on both margins. Obviously, Kuva Nucor has like 5%, but yeah, Tenet Cycron, you'll put out insane crits, and so you can run like an Encumber build and then just get mega juice. But here we go. Climbing the list, look at this. You couldn't have asked for anything better. It's a very similar position. When these two weapons show up in Archimedea, I'm always taking it. Like, just always. It's a complete freebie. It's a GG. So if I were to put any Incarnons at the top of the list, for different reasons though, like obviously for different reasons, because they function on opposite ends of the damage spectrum. Like the Lex Incarnon is like, I'm gonna shoot you in the face with so much damage, and then it's like you're gonna get a slash proc and a fire proc, versus Dual Toxicist, which is just like stacking, like just like mathematically just strange levels of boosted damage on top of itself. It just like instantly, and you can put blast on it, and so blast is still clearing itself on like boss targets and stuff like that. So it is just. Can we see the Strun build? Yeah. Latum, that's some OG shit. Agrit, fucking Occucore. It is goated. It's really good at killing trash mobs. Shout out Nas, welcome in. For dropping some likes as well. Yeah, I'll show that in a second. The last one I want to cover is the melees, and then you know what I play for companions at this point. But yeah, Occucore is actually a fucking crazy ass weapon. And here we go, Furus Incarnate. I do think Compressa will end up very high on the list. I do also like Sicarus Incarnate, but this is like more of the normal list. These are like some kooky ass weapons. Nell Prime. All right, finally melees. Here we go, Chad. Tell me, what do you think? Where does the history lie in this top row of weapons? Because this is ancient shit. I want to cover the achievements as well, but I'll show this trend build. But yeah, these top 3 weapons. What does that say? So these 3 weapons were locked off. I locked them away from my usage list for a long time. These 3 weapons, like taught me about the just to like. I just can't use it anymore. Like, I have to use something else. Like, I had to just lock them away. They all kind of do similar things. Like, the Zorus has more range and slightly different crit stats than the Falcor, but it's got lower damage, but you get it way earlier, and you can actually build it out. Like, you can build it out in the first 3 hours. I don't know. I had a theory that I could do a stream series called... Race to Zorus or something, where I just see how long it would take to like get the Deadlock Protocol, because I think that's, if you can speedrun that, then you can basically do anything after that. So I had to lock them away. The Falcor is arguably the one I would take, because I think more damage is more important than more range, because more range is obviously greedy as fuck, but you would rather have, more range potentially means more status effects, but, I'm always favoring higher damage status effects versus more status effects. So, and then finally, Glaive Prime, obviously cannot be understated. What MR am I? I am max MR, although I'm not a founder. I was 13 years old when the game was released, so I'm not a founder, but I am max mastery. But yeah, Glaive Prime has to be locked away as well. Guaranteed slash proc on a glaive AoE, and glaives have like the funkiest numbers. Like, if you look into how like damage is calculated on the glaive AoE, the glaive heavy attack AoE, like if it's a bounce AoE, then it functions differently. Like, there's a whole wiki page about it, and it's really worth a read, and it's a very interesting like thought exercise. Yeah, holy shit, that's cool. Yeah, and not only that, it's not just that I'm max mastery. I own every weapon in the game, and now currently the reason that I have 48 Forma is because I have a build on everything in the game. At least a circuit worthy build. At least something I can take into the circuit that's better than what they're going to give me. Maybe not a lot better. If we're talking about normal Bolto, like single pistol Bolto, not fucking AC Bolto Prime, because there's no single Bolto Prime. There's only normal Bolto and AC Bolto. So, sorry to lose my mind right there, but yeah, the single Comac, single Stubba, right? You have Kuva twin Stubbas, but the normal version is just the fucking Stubba, just the Uzi, bro. For Excalibur, bro. Can I show you this build that I'm working on? Yeah. If you want to join the Discord, there's you can definitely send some stuff in the Discord and get involved there. So the link to my Discord is if you click on my face and then click on it again, then it'll take you to my profile, and then there's a link to it there. So I think that's the best way to do it. But yeah, Orthos Prime is a true weapon. This is a weapon that I actually spammed because it is one of the like full offerings. Like, it's one of the things you get from relics all the time. It's like the Bratton Prime and shit like that. And the Orthos Prime can like basically carry you. Like, it's just a polearm with like innate slash, like a pretty decent amount of innate slash. Stropha is actually criminal. And these two are weird. I had Rivens. No, this one I had a Riven for. The Atarax was from a Maiming Strike build. Back when I would level up using stealth. I think that was before ESO. And so the best way that I could level up. So that's, or no, I was getting focus. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was farming focus to like max out all the focus schools. And that's how I did it. I I would play Equinox and I would sleep everything, or I would play Vara and I would sleep everything. But Galatine, that's an actual weapon. Orthos Prime is my all-time favorite melee weapon. Dude! Oh, couldn't have said it better myself, dude. I'm telling you, man. You could put... I don't know what your build is, but if you... There's been a status rework, so... Adding an extra status to a very high innate slash is very criminal, so shout out to Diane, welcome in. I was just talking about you guys. Oh, dude. Speak of the devil, am I right, guys? Anyway, yeah, these are the OGs. Redeemer was actually some OG shit. I don't know why Ceramic Dagger was high. I actually don't have a good reason for that. 4 Tavar Greens for, oh my god, for casting. Dude, that's insane. I call maybe the Turbine. The faster I spin, the more energy enemies drop. Oh, interesting. Wait. The more energy enemies drop? Oh, is there like some... Oh. Maybe... Now you got me curious. But yeah, these are... The melees are a lot... They're a lot less special to me. Like, I've favorited a bunch of weapons. The battlefield behind me, remember... Trying to swim through a turbine. Nice. All right, I need to get out of here. This is about it. I want to cover the achievements. I don't think Golden Seraph is. If you're still here, Golden Seraph, I'll show the Strun build real quick. Real quick, just first of all, you get 40 shots of a super high damage AOE, but that's just where it starts. It's an AOE. That's all that you need to know. On firing, +5 base multi-shot stacks up to 5 times. So you only have to charge it with 5 shots. What are the other ones? I don't think they're worth it. No. With channel ability active, no. Reload speed on hitting a target with electricity, fucking no. I just want reload speed. If I need to charge it, I want to make it easier. Here we go. Plus 136 base status for Incarnate Form. So that's number 1. The Riven is, of course, multi-shot damage status chance. We're not here for that. We're here for Elementalist. And I'm thinking you should actually... That's the only change, right? I think you should actually run Crux. Because unless it's a boss that has like a limited number of status effects... I think the link is outdated. It's not working. Ah, dude. Alright, I'll figure that out. Are you talking about the link tree? Yeah, give me 1 sec. Let me check. Oh, it looks like it works for me. Interesting. I think the link is outdated. I know that some people have just had issues joining the Discord, and I can't really understand why, but hey man, apologies. Gotta drive, peace. Yeah, I appreciate it. All right, yeah, that's the Strun build we have. All right, I need to go back to the Javlok, but I also wanted to cover the achievements real quick because it is a pretty good timeline of when I played Warframe. So real quick before we do Archimedea, I wanted to see this real quick. Look, Caliban Prime, let's see. Oh my god. Dude, I actually think the Caliban Prime helmet looks crazy. You know what I mean? Oh, but this is also the skin. This is the Orfeo skin, but oh my god, with the... That's the Citrine Deluxe Signa. I think I mentioned it, or I had pointed it out earlier, but... Oh, and then I love... Dude, yeah. I use these as well on that skin, but... I don't know why I'm leaning forward so much, but... Oh, that looks sick. And then the maxed out... Oh, I see Nourish and Toxin. Oh my god. And Venom Dose. And doesn't Venom Dose and Nourish also add to Toxic Lash? I'm not sure if that's... I know Venom Dose does that. The added damage from that ability factors in. So, and you got Equilibrium, dude. Arcane Aegis, Molt Augmented. Dude, that's insane. And you got Redirection and Fast Deflection, dude. With whatchamacallit, what is this? PSF, yeah. Alright. I love it. Yeah, I haven't played Saren in a very long time, unfortunately, chat. I think I have Zada's Whisper on Saren, but alright. Oh, achievements. Yeah, achievements. That's what I was going to cover. All right, we start at the bottom. November 29th, 2013. I think we owned a PS4. We didn't own any games, so oh, I need to do the raffle as well. Yeah, okay, let me finish these achievements real quick. Yeah, so we had a PS4 but no games. We hadn't bought any games yet because we were pretty broke back then. But I remember downloading Warframe and there was a stamina bar and I hated it. But I had an account and I guess the account carried over. So this is 2013. This is solve a cipher, reach rank 2 with any weapon, acquire 1,000 credits. Play for 2 hours in total, in missions in total. This is still 2013. We scroll 10,000 credits, 10 ciphers. 2013, rifle proficiency, reach rank 10. Entrepreneur, sell an item in the market. Blade proficiency 1, nice. Keeps going up. December 2013. Revive 10 allies, holy shit. Find 100 mods. Earn 100,000 credits. This is still like... This is 13-year-old me. This is me. Yeah, I was born in 2000, in case you guys didn't know. So this is, yeah, this is the Christmas after my 13th birthday. So this is definitely, or this is right about the Christmas time. But anyway, build an item in the foundry. The first time I crafted, so that was a month before I crafted something in the foundry. I reached Silver Initiate. Okay, nice. Rifle proficiency 2. Reach rank 20. Oh my god, bow proficiency 1. Holy shit, I got Mark 1. What did I get? Oh, I crafted, maybe it was normal Paris. Bow proficiency 2. Gold Initiate. Oh, this is 2015. Oh wait, I missed the mark. Where was it? Silver Initiate. Okay, that's where I ended. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, I got distracted. So, oh wow. So the last one I looked at was the, okay. So that changes things. So 2013. So there's where it ends. Okay, so this makes a little bit more sense. So this is now August of 2015. This is like, I guess, freshman year of high school, right? I think the PS4 is now in my room at this point, potentially. I guess I had all these achievements up. No, that means I was probably playing it on a PC this whole time, and it was probably running at a terrible frame rate. But yeah, this is 2015. I think this is before all that stuff, but yeah, this is solve a cipher in under 5 seconds. Okay, cool. Rifle proficiency. Okay, so this is where I start using the first bow. Gold Initiate. Inventor, build 10 items in the foundry. Dagger proficiency. Okay, your first dagger. Building a stable. Okay, obtain 2 warframes. Nice. Novice, reach the rank of novice. Obtain a sentinel. Build 20 items in the foundry. This is still 2015. This is still all in the month of August. 1 million credits. Wow. So 2 years later, I'm at 1 million credits. Shuriken proficiency. I'm using my first shuriken. Rifle mastery. Reach rank 10 with any 5 rifle or machine gun weapons. Nice. Shuriken proficiency 2. Find 1,000 mods. Holy shit. Pistol mastery. Nice. Silver novice. Sentinel proficiency. Reach rank 20. Nice. Pistol mastery 2. Rifle mastery 2. There's the mastery 3. With any pistol or akimbo pistol's weapon. Oh, interesting. Dagger mastery with any 3 dagger or dual dagger weapons. Okay. Play for 100 hours in missions in total. Okay. So that kind of changes stuff. So that's into September and October. 100 hours in mission. I don't know if it'll show me any quests. 10 of all trades. Score a kill with your in 5 seconds or less, whatever. Complete any 10 missions with a Kubra equipped. The sword alone. Without any primary or secondary weapons equipped. Shield Saver, deflect 1,000 projectiles. Savior of Sedna, kill the boss in the Sedna region and get to extraction. Oh shit. Oh, I guess they just added this. Oh. So these are new achievements? This is 2017. Where did that break at? The sword alone. Interesting. Okay, so 2015. So that's as far as I got. So I got 100 hours of total playtime. And then there was another break of 2 years again. And then now we're into September of 2017. So that was only like, what, August, September, and a little bit of October. And then it was just done. Yeah, it ended in, oh, it ended in November. Okay, so it was October, November, Wow. So 4 months, I guess. I was playing Warframe for a little bit, and then it moves further up. Savior of Venus. So I think these objectives were, or these achievements were added later. Polarize this. Maybe that was a new achievement, but there's no way that was my first forma ever. The first time I ever processed how to do this. Into the Void. Complete 10 Void Fissure missions. Successfully perform 100 stealth kills. September 2017. Destroyed 200. Okay, cool. Egg timer. Begin genetic lab incubation for a Kubro. Complete 5 Dark Sector missions. This is still September. Blade Mastery 2. Reach rank 30 with a polarized weapon, companion, or Warframe. Okay. Kaboom. Kill 10 or more enemies. I think this must have been past that. I think in 2015, the only frame that I used was Rhino, and I used like Bratton or something, and my color scheme was like red, white, and blue, because that was like my school's color scheme. So, yeah, that was a crazy time. I think this is post Plains of Eidolon, so I had like looked up guides on how to play the game, and like looked up builds and stuff. Shotgun mastery, yeah, dude. My first time, oh my god, this is crazy. So now I'm just ranking stuff up like crazy. Solve 1,000 ciphers. Heavy weapon mastery, okay. So now we're just ranking stuff up. 2017, holy shit, just farming easy stuff. Gold Disciple, okay, I don't know, what rank is that? That's gotta be like 12 at this point, I'm not keeping track. The War Within, complete the War Within quest, holy shit. October 2017, so in a month I had burned through a bunch of stuff, gotten to the War Within. Pole weapon mastery, ride the wave. Okay, cool, I like it. Sharpshooter, kill an enemy, okay. Oh, in the Plains of Eidolon, okay, yeah, that does make sense. Revive 100 allies, field medic. Complete 10 nightmare missions. Okay, so I'm farming nightmare mods then. I'm trying to finish out the list and put together full builds, probably on the pistol. I'm probably looking for lethal torrent. High 5. Hive infestation missions, interesting. Mercenary. Unique invasion. Okay, I see. So we're doing some invasion. Sia's Vigil. Complete Sia's Vigil quest. Oh, interesting. 10 bounties given by the Ostron townspeople. Okay, 2018. Okay. So I was playing... Oh, maybe I watched a TennoCon where they were announcing Plains of Eidolon, and then it was going to be released at a later date. Alchemist. Mod transmutes. Silver Hunter. The Great Eidolon Hunt. Defeat an Eidolon Terrorless. Nice. Obtain 10 Warframes. 2018. March of 2018. So this is January, February, March. What was I doing? I was still playing all through here, yeah. Still playing October, November, December, January. Travel 100,000 meters across the Plains of Eidolon. February 2018. Complete 3 sorties. That's crazy. Achieve the rank of Hunter. Okay. Keep moving. The Eightfold Path. Using only melee attacks. Interesting. Catch 10 fish. Unearth 100 deposits. Nice. So I'm doing some fishing. I'm doing some mining. Complete the Sacrifice. Oh shit. Explore all the Eidolon caves. Revive 1,000 allies. Gold Eagle. Tiger. Hang Tenno. Oh my god. K-Drives. Okay. Kill 100 Plane Beasts. Oh god. That sucks. Acquire a Moa Pet. Nice. 2.3% of people. Wow. Complete 6 bounties within 60 minutes while in Orvalis. Okay. Wow, that's actually... That's 2019. We're kind of moving now. Okay. September. Wow. Well, that's kind of a big jump. April, May. No, I guess we're pretty consistent. February, March, April, May. Yeah, we're still moving. November. I guess there was a little bit of a break there. November to 2019. I guess I didn't get a lot of achievements potentially, but I think I'm still playing consistently. Dragon. Oh, I'm burning through Mastery apparently. Silver Dragon. Enter the Dry Dock. Create a Kuva Lich. Okay, I'm starting to understand. Silver Dragon. Gold Dragon. Some assembly required. Money can't buy. Airborne Exterminator. Okay, cool. From out of the... Okay, whatever. I'm the captain now. Cool. Sage. This is what you are. Fully unlock a focus skill tree. 2020. Damn.
But you can see just burning. Vanquish a rank 5 Kuva Lich. Okay, that's kind of cool. 2019, yeah, the achievements, they slow down. Sage, Silver Sage, Gold Sage, Master. There you go, 2020. September 17th, 2020. I think that was very promptly after it was released, I would hope. Maybe that was Nejat Prime. I have this vague memory that there was a cutoff where it was like 1 Prime Access, where if you were a founder, then you would be a higher master rank than anybody else. Starting to get into Kuva weapons. Got any tips? I think the main thing would be, it sucks to burn it to level 40, but it can be worth it. But I would say, like, look up a couple videos on them, because it really depends on what element you want. Because I personally love playing, like, using damaging elements, like using like blast or fire or something like that, because a lot of them have really high damage. So you can potentially like augment that with even further damage that will just function basically anywhere. There's a few situations where like damaging status effects are not as useful, but here's I mean, all the bullshit that I was pulling in. This is when I cleared out all the Steam achievements. There's like 1 achievement in Warframe that I haven't got, so I still have to do that. It's like the bug out ride, but yeah, I hope that was a pretty good showcase. This is 7:41. Okay, I definitely won't have time for, because I still have to do a raffle, so let's do it. We're not done here. Yeah, this kind of changes stuff. I still have to do a raffle. Well, I guess we're doing just Temporal Archimedea. All right. Yeah, so obviously this is a very momentous occasion that only happens once for me, my 10,000 hours in Steam, so took a long time right at the end. It definitely slowed down as I started to play other games like Night Rain and stuff, but yeah, it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty nice. I'm glad to have everybody here for such a special day, and you know, everybody who's new who wants to join. Link to my Discord is in my profile. So if you click my face and then click my face again, then you can go to my link tree, and then you should be able to click the link, and hopefully it works. But I think I need to roll it. I think I need to see. We're doing 2 rolls, obviously, because it's a very special occasion. So we just have to see. I've updated the stats so all the numbers are correct, so I can go over what's available this week. Oh, Chris, dude. I think Chris has won before. Okay, here we go. There's 1. I'm just going to put these on separate cards. All right. Now I have to remember what I actually gave out the last time. Yeah, I see that. It's 2 different sets. Yep, that's fine. All right, so there's 1. There's Chris. I mean, good to have you. And now for the... Maybe it rolls again. We'll have to see. Maybe it ends up rolling again. No, I think we're good. Oh, no way! Beijing? Or Tatsu? Beijing at the last second. Holy shit. That's insane. All right. So now we've got a lot of wheel rolling to do. We've got a very significant amount of wheel rolling, but I'm going to start with Chris. All right. So these stats are updated. So this is a reflection of my current stats, but we have one wheel to roll right at the start. It's a 50-50 shot to get 2 extra Rivens. If the more gambling I can add, the better. It'll benefit you in the end. But yep, there's a 6 Riven dub. That's 6 Veiled Rivens. So yeah, that's 6 Veiled Rivens. Sorry, guys. All right, so now we go to the the Rivens wheel. Excuse me, that's a tongue twister. But yeah, this is my updated stats. That's an accurate list of how many Veiled Rivens I own. And because they're veiled, I can own as many as I want, and I just accumulate more of them. And I never unveil them anyway. I would never bother. So, yeah, you've got some pretty interesting stats in terms of what you have odds for. But who knows? Pray for me. Ooh, kit gun. You know, I'm fine with offloading a kit gun. I guess I don't really care one way or another which one you don't roll, but Yeah, this one's pretty essential. Ooh, pistol or rifle? Ooh, rifle, okay. Now, obviously, the important thing to understand is that these ratios are accurate to the number of weapons in the class as well. I don't know about melee, but there's a lot of rifle Rivens, obviously. Oh, there's another rifle, but the weighting of getting them from like the random Riven caches should be based on how many weapons there are, so that you'll get less kit gun Rivens, because eventually it's very easy to get all the kit gun Rivens. Like there's only what, 6, so it's not that hard. Pistol, great. But yeah, I really think the Riven grind is kind of the true end game. There's like fashion frame, which a lot of people say, but for me it was the Rivens, like actually unrolling Rivens and stuff. But when you don't have a lot of Rivens, they're very good, because everyone you get, it's like, oh, I can put together a weird ass build now. I can do something totally strange. Another kit gun or a Zaw? Another kit gun. Oh my god. All right. So there's 6 Veiled Rivens, and then we have one more wheel. We have more gambling. These are my prime set statistics. So, obviously, Bronco, Lex, Bratton, Burston, Paris, Orthos, Fang, all of these show up everywhere. Or show up a lot of everywhere. Maybe not Fang, but Fang requires more parts, so that's generally why I have less of them. Same with Orthos, you need more. You need like 2 of one part, but yeah, these are also the weapons that I sell for ducats, because I accumulate so many of them. I only sell them based off of their highest stats, so, or like whichever I have the most of. So it does skew the stats, but if you come down here, you do have 3 glaive sets. Oh wait, no, I think this is 1, because I only have 1 blueprint. Wait, I think that's what I forgot. Wait, let me check this real quick. I think I might need to change that, because that'll weight it too far. Wait. No, I wanted this, and then inventory. Nope, I wanted this. Yeah, it's because I only have 1 blueprint. That's why I don't have 3. Because the blueprint was the gold part, chat. I remember now. I knew it was too good to be true. I gotta move. Let me move glaive down so it's... So now you have the good bracket and you have the bad bracket. The good bracket, well, you got glaive mixed in there. Most of these are in alphabetical order, but you've got some interesting ones. You've got 5 Struns, you got 4 Karsts, so I don't know, let's just roll it. You got 2 rolls. So you got a really high chance for a Bronco, and maybe you steal something good like a Strun? No, Karst. Not bad, not bad. It's a dagger, so it's got the force slash proc, and then it's got a double force slash proc. So you also have pointed wind, I believe, which has a force slash proc on the standing attack, so pretty strong. Oh, and then you're actually in the list? No way. Astilla. Now that's a fucking pull. Holy shit, you actually made it into the good side. An Astilla pull. Okay, so we have to remove those right away, because that's gone from the list. Okay. So 1 Astilla is gone. So Astilla moves down the list. Wow, that's actually a goated fucking pull. That's actually top tier. I'd take that. Astilla is fire. And then Karst gets moved down to 3. You know, we have to update these statistics. I guess we don't technically have to update it for Karst, because somebody can still potentially win a second one, but I do want to update this one live because it's a more important one to update. So that's good. That's done. A Karst set and an Astilla set. And then obviously you do also have your pick of all the prime Warframe sets I've accumulated. I don't usually give the stats, but I'll definitely tell you what you have access to at the end. But let me save this. And then we'll do the same thing again. We got double Rivens. One more time. We'll see if Bajan gets lucky. Does he get lucky? Ooh. The luck ran out. I hope he doesn't get a bunch of Bronco sets. That would suck. Maybe Chris took all the luck. Alright. So there's 4 Rivens. 4 Veiled Rivens. You know, the wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away, but those Rivens could still potentially put in work. It really just depends. It depends on what the roles are going to give you, but I think that's why we do it, chat. You know, I feel like jinx it. You know, this is just straight up, like, this is why we clash moment, bro. It's for the rolling of the Rivens. It's for the unveiling of the Rivens. Some of those Riven challenges are a huge pain in the ass, and I hate doing them, which is why I should buy, like, the Riven unveilers. I forget what they're called, the Riven ciphers. Because there's some missions where I'm like, nah, fuck it. So I have a small stockpile, but oh shit! Wait a minute. Wait, no, this actually changes things. Wait, no, this changes things. So wait, let me finish this out, and then I have a huge surprise for Chris. I have a very big surprise for Chris. So we may be able to set him up with the next god roll. So. Wow, double pistol, double rifle. How exciting. How fucking top tier for Bajan. I mean, you could say that Chris was winning, but I think Chris will win out in the end in a very big way, which I will save to the end. But finally, the prime set wheel once again. This is the big money. This is the big money wheel. If you get deep into that set, you may get something good. You may get something good. What do I see? What do I see? What do I see? Phantasma. Holy shit. Phantasma. That is a 1 of 1. I only have one of those sets. Holy fuck. That's a massive W. That's a massive dub. That's an insane weapon. Okay, that's the number 1 roll. Okay, one more roll. Does he get into the good stack? Does he? Does he? Does he? Oh, he does? Oh, he gets Fullman? Fullman? Oh my god. Dude, Bajan is like Giga Maxing now. Oh my god, he's gonna be like Giga Max to the extreme. Holy fuck, dude. Phantasma and Fullman? Are you fucking kidding me? That is like the god roll of all god rolls. Like, holy shit. I mean, you could say that Karst and Astilla is pretty good because it's like a melee and a rifle, but holy shit, Phantasma and Fullman. And here we go, Phantasma gone. Oh my god, the first 1 of 1 removed from the list. There's a Trumna in here. There's a Boltor, there's a Carrier. Oh my god, chat. What an upset. That's the biggest month we've had ever. That's the biggest month we've had ever, but that's not it. That's not it. Okay? There's one more thing. I'm feeling like Nintendo. It's feeling like a Nintendo Direct. There's one more thing for Chris, which is, for some reason, I had a stray opened shotgun Riven, as in I had already discovered what the mission was, so it counted toward my Riven capacity. So, you know, when I was talking about the Riven ciphers, I unveiled it. It was a shotgun Riven. Chris, you've won yourself an Astilla Riven as well. An unrolled Astilla Riven. I don't know if you have one, but yes, you've won yourself a freebie. By the luck of God, by the grace of his nuts, the sweat of his balls fell on my forehead, and you've won yourself one of the most massive dubs I've ever seen in a month of a raffle. Like, to spend an hour like reminiscing on my fucking history in Warframe and being able to like break down that like your usage list is a story of you. Your usage list tells me who you are as a Warframe player. It tells me what you like to do. It tells me your favorite builds. It tells me your favorite play style. And so it's so much fun to reminisce. I can go and look at someone's achievements and see. I don't know if I can see when they get their achievements, but I only get to do this once. I only get to cover the 10,000 hour special once. So for this to be the wheel has never been so generous. And then to add a randomly achieved Riven on top of that is like downright criminal. So I have to say it. Thank you guys so much. As always, you know, if you haven't seen, I'm playing Night Rain every Friday with my little brother, getting kind of obliterated sometimes. But I gotta say it. I'm so appreciative. I really do. I really do love having you here, and so it's my way to give back. I have stuff to give away that I'll always have, and I will always be working towards accumulating more of. So I think that pretty much covers that. But I did want to. No, I'll save that actually. Well, I'll save that. I'll put up the list of what is available when I send out the message to our two big maxed out winners. They won the Giga jackpot. So yeah, Phantasma and Fullman. To remove Phantasma, that's goated. That's a massive dub. So really hope you guys enjoyed. That was so much fun. And obviously, like, streaming is so much fun, and I think that's why, like, it's so nice to come back and, I guess, only do Temporal Archimedea, because that's definitely all we'll have time for, but it's really nice to, you know, return with you guys and do Warframe every Monday at least, and, you know, at certain points I'm doing it on Wednesday as well, but, you know, definitely Night Rain on Friday has been the huge addiction, and playing Night Rain in my off time as well, so I'm working on it. But yeah, I think enough of that. I think I've been yapping too long. I want to cover the Archimedea build real quick, and this is actually my reworked Trinity build. This is a base range Trinity now, so I got 20 meters on link. But the other thing is that Energy Vampire now has a 25 meter radius. So once again, the way that I explained it is you do Energy Vampire and then you just kill the enemy. That's it. You don't wait for the things to tick. Or if you're smart, you see your teammate, put it on an enemy near them, they're going to kill the enemy, and then they're going to fill their energy all the way to max. And to go along with that, the support vibes, also having Blessing, which is just anybody in affinity range is going to get 75% damage reduction for 35 seconds, which is why I have all these Tauforge Reds. And then, yeah, of course, I'm getting Roar just at base range, but I'm still actually hopefully applying it to my squad, so it's more useful there. But yeah, this is duration, and duration, yes. Oh, and then that last one is effectiveness on energy orbs, so there's that. This is just double shield regen, and obviously 75% DR, and you're also redirecting 75% of damage with Link, so you basically have infinite shields. So when you have that level of damage reduction, then Arcane Aegis is basically always active, so you're like so giga invincible, and then you can press forward to be fully healed for your whole allies, or for your whole team within affinity range, and then you can just give everybody infinite energy, so it's so fucking, so broken. So it's trying to lean into the support a little bit. I'm just using Augur Message to get a little bit, but look at this, 239 and 242. Look how it evens out to be just about perfect. So that's the thing, I needed a shit ton of energy because I have a 140 energy on this, so if I have an energy reduction modifier, I'm not just gonna like have a separate build for that. I'm just gonna rework the whole build, and in doing that, make it more energy efficient, right, guys? All right, so there's Trinity. This is honestly one of the most shit loadouts I've ever gotten. I think Javlok is okay, but by no means do I think it's the most incredible weapon in the world. This is absolutely only functioning because I have a crazy Riven. This would suffer a lot, because this is crit chance, status chance. This is just nuts. And so with built-in heat, I'm just adding prime cryo rounds to turn it into blast, and then, you know, the otherwise small AoE, what is the radius? 2.4 meters. So when the blast explodes, when you get that either 10 stacks or when the enemy dies, it's going to be a 5 meter AoE, so it's bigger. But the other thing is that the bullet will apply blast, and the AoE will also apply blast. But I do also have Hunter munitions, but this is definitely not the most incredible weapon. And this is a freebie, so you could replace it with anything, but it's going to have really low, excuse me, it's going to have really low crit chance. Yeah, 60% crit chance, so this is with critical delay, so kind of sucks. I guess it's up to you. You decide. Maybe you put in fucking whatever it's called. I don't have it. Galvanized crosshairs, is that the one? The crit chance mod on headshot, but yeah, it's just, I mean, it's a spear gun, but there's definitely stronger spear guns. And then this is fucking Pandero Prime. It's crazy. It still does pretty decent damage. It's 90% crit chance with 1900 damage. So I might be able to put in work with it. The interesting thing is that it has a high scaling towards slash. It's got a double boost towards slash, which is pretty normal for like slash weapons. So I'm still leaning more towards blast, but I'll always be leaning more towards blast, but I'm actually using double 60/60s to have more status chance. So I'm still hopefully getting more slash procs along with that. Not hopefully, I am, but I took some specific modifiers so it would save me a little bit with some of these weapons. And then finally, the fucking Pupacyst. Obviously, no Riven needed, but this weapon has built-in viral. So the AoE also has built-in toxin, so you have to use gas. But it means that this weapon is applying gas, viral, electricity, and the innate blast from your heavy attack. So in like high enemy density, it doesn't really matter from what height you heavy slam because it's just gonna fucking nuke. I should also mention Galvanized Reflex, Weeping Wounds, and Galvanized Elementalist. So Galvanized Elementalist has 4 stacks of 30% status chance, that is 120% status chance. And then Reflex is 4 stacks of 20 initial combo, which is 80, which is technically 4x combo, but it reads as 5x because obviously your first level of combo is 2x and then it goes up from there. So that's 4 stacks of Weeping Wounds, which is another 160 on top of 60, 60, and another 60% status chance. So in terms of melee influence, being able to proc enough electricity and just proc way too many status effects, you are pretty much chilling. So that's my theory. This is a gamble, but I have Roar, so any damage I do deal is going to be like massively boosted, and I still also have Arcane Avenger as well, so I'm going to get a little bit of free crit chance with all this stuff, so it's going to hit pretty hard. So let's get over here to whatchamacallit. Let's talk to Kaya, get this started. Yeah, 8 o'clock. I mean, dude, it's a crazy day. I mean, for the channel, for my Warframe career in general, and just everything, I guess. All right, let's do it. I don't think any of these are going to be an issue. 95% less damage from non-weak point hits, I don't think should be an issue. Defense, enemies drop miasmites upon death. I might have to spam heavy slam on this one. And then finally, this assassination might suck. Scaldra speedrun. But this is Thermian plating, so kind of a pain in the ass, but yeah, I think we should just get going. All right. Not going to be too big of an issue. Fractured armor, knife step syndrome, and hypersensitive. So I don't have to take undersupplied because I have a bad feeling that I'm going to be an ammo hog. I'm going to dump all the ammo that I own. So we'll have to see if I get a squad right away. That's going to be number 1. I don't have 100% faith. I'll have to see. I may have to relog a couple times. Get those quit rate numbers going up. Alright. Come on. Yeah, I really wish I was actually at 4,000 in mission hours, but whatever. 39 whatever is close enough. I need to get off this thing before it kills me. Oh, I have to be close to them and I have to headshot them. Okay, sweet. That's sick. Okay, I'm definitely hitting this, and then I should be able to just spam him with Energy Vampire, and then he's going to die immediately. Yeah, that's my entire energy pool. Can I hold this down? Yeah, I can just hold this down. Nice. Okay, that saves me a little bit. What does it have? 6 shots in the mag? Yeah, I totally forgot. But I guess it's a little bit easier to use, so I'm not crying as much. Oh, damage redirection. I bet that actually works on knife step. I'm not seeing anybody join in though. I might have to relog. This is an exterminate, so like I do have to kind of do something while I wait for somebody to join, which is, I guess, unfortunate maybe isn't the right word. Maybe I would hope for a different word, but yeah, this is... Oh, there's one. Okay, so the gods did grace us. Oh, now we're cruising. Wait, was I speaking ill of Javlok? I mean, this is Javlok with Arcane Avenger and Roar. And Roar is at 80% damage, so it's a pretty decent damage buff. Yeah, I'm actually pretty impressed. Ooh, Uncle Fungus, nice. I love that. That's a sick username. And Tigrito. Tigrito? I don't know. Sounds like a drink. Sounds like a drink that has fucking tequila in it. I'm a tequila girly. Oh god. Okay, I'm way out of the zone. Do I even bother with this thing? It's so far away. I feel like I should just say fuck it. Seriously, bro. Do I need to hit one of these guys with energy vampire? Yeah, okay. Oh, somebody's using Oberon. Oh, I love it. In preparation, they're getting ready. They're getting their steps in. Okay, everybody should be in range of that. Yes. Oh, and everybody was definitely in range of roar as well. 88%. We're fucking cruising. Should I try some Pandero as well? It's got some pretty good ammo capacity and reload speed as well, so I think I could fuck it up. If I get the buffs going, that is. Might be better off. Ooh, I saw that. Nah, I'm probably better off using... Well, I guess we have something, theoretically. I think these guys have Gigamax weapons, though. I think I'm kind of in the loser's bracket, is what I'm seeing. Somebody has a whip or something. Somebody has some corny-ass fucking Gigamaxed. Oh my god, I'm crying. I should cry, though. I don't know how many runs I've done where I just get the most, like, top-tier weapons you could ever imagine. It is just, like, hilarious, bro. I don't know how we do it. We just get so broken, and I guess, theoretically... Maybe you don't get an S-tier weapon, but you still get, like, somewhat of an A-tier weapon. Like, I don't think the Javlok is the worst weapon in the world. But it is probably the strongest weapon that I have. Maybe with the defense mission, I'm better off using the Pupacyst, but it's a little kooky. But that was a quick first mission, so we may be out of here, like, actually surprisingly fast. But yeah, I gotta say, thank you guys so much for being here. And yeah, Bajan recently joined the community, but... those weapons should be massive, massive dubs. Huge upset in the power dynamics of your usage list. So shout out Loki, welcome in. Did I get a notification for that? Oh, connection error. Oh, we are currently experiencing issues. I didn't even see that. My bad. I guess TikTok was never working. Oh, apologies, my guys. Connection error it was. Alright, well, I guess we're working now an hour into the stream, so welcome in, Loki. Waiting for me? Yeah, I'm here. Okay. Oh, I thought I was going crazy. It happens to me. The fucking extraction blues, I can see it. Yeah. No, this is just for the alerts and stuff. This is like for the chat and like the likes and the gift goal and stuff, like that's all done through a separate program. And the program, I guess the program had given me an error a while ago, and then I was like, la-di-da, whatever. So we'll see if I can spam this. That was a normal blue and a normal yellow. Was that what I saw? It's kind of nuts. Yeah, what the fuck? I have infinite. MR28? Dude, fuck yeah. That's the upper echelon. I'm telling you, the MR30 is right there. It's like right in your grasp, dude. It feels so close, doesn't it? But it's so many weapons. The further you go, there does hit a point where they release like one update and I'm like, dude, I'm like way closer to the next master level. This is insane. I don't know how it happens. Like they release a lot of weapons. I am very surprised with how many things they've come out with. You know, it feels weird to say that, but just, you know, the fucking, I mean, we're talking Tech-Rod Encore alone. That's insane. That's so much content. Oh, Jesus, wait. I need to hit this, and then hit this, and we should be chill. Oh, I have no energy. Oh, that's great. Oh, wait, is it? No, it's not the fucking rock, whatever. Okay, let's see if I can spam it. I need to get some kills with this to get it started. Okay, I got one kill. Okay, I got 2 kills. That's great. We're bonking like a pro. I swear. Don't say anything. Don't say anything else. Definitely using Pupacyst to the best of its ability. For sure. 100%. Oh, this is just so fucking... This is my favorite part of a defense mission. When they're like on the outskirts and you have to find them. I'm like, come on, make them move faster or something. It's just boring me to tears. Oh, there's 5 kills. I think I procced influence. No, I didn't even proc influence. Nice. Just got those kills straight up. Oh, I've got a guaranteed viral from whatchamacallit. All right. Oh, I see some shit. Okay. Oh, there's influence for the first time in this mission, I think. For the first time. Well, my Javlok definitely is not doing shit against the Screamer, unfortunately. I feel like that's going to be my true answer, so I guess Pupacyst it is. I guess fucking gas bonk it is. I mean, I get viral on top of guaranteed viral. It's just like so. Oh, there you go. Okay. Not terrible. God. I'm just glad that, like, after so long, so close but so far. Yeah, I know. You look at it. Have you done your intrinsics? That's like the best thing I can say to somebody is like, just go farm intrinsics for a while. Just get it done. They're pretty doable, actually, for the most part. Like, it seems daunting, and then you start to do a bunch of them, and you're like, oh, I can get in the groove of this. I feel like Deviri intrinsics can be kind of ruthless, so I would say that's definitely up there. Yeah, intrinsics is #1. But then, yeah, at that point, it's just like, I mean, if you want, you can, like, circuit-proof. Although I've done all the circuits, so I have, like, no reason to even care about Deviri at all. But it's fun. Like, melees are fun. You start to realize how many melee weapons are essentially the same. Like, basically, and all melees in a specific class are, like, essentially the same except for their stats. And so you just judge them, and, oh, this one has more status chance. This one doesn't have any crit at all. You know, there's very basic stuff, like the dual swords. There's so many fucking dual swords. You don't need all of them, but there are a lot of them. And basically all of them function, and when I say they function the same, what I mean is they function well. And they function well enough that, you know, they fall into X or Y category, and then their purpose is served. You know, the primary purpose for me is either a single target or melee influence. That's basically the only two ways that I play melee weapons. Like it's either it's a decision whether or not you're using melee influence. So yeah, both. Yeah. Hey, but good on you. No, if you've done the intrinsics, then you're playing smart. That's the secret strat. Oh, I need to hit this, and then hit this, and then hit this, and then we should be chill to hit all this. Look at this church. I could probably dump this on the nearest enemy. No, nobody? Anybody? Nobody? Nobody. There's somebody. Alright. Now I should be bonking with the best of them. Straight up. Alright, looking chill. I'm liking it. I need to hit some more of this. Oh, I had the wrong weapon equipped. I love that. I should just lock in if I'm going to use Pupacyst. If I'm going to truly bonk like a pro, you got to commit. I mean, this is like the only time, you know, that's part of the beauty of a melee weapon build is you swap to it for like a millisecond, and then you're just done. Especially with influence. Like, influence is so criminal where even like the shittiest weapon, it's like, oh, it's a sword, it's a straight sword. Oh, it has this specific combo with this specific stance. Oh, suddenly you just slap influence on it and you can still just like basically map wipe. Maybe not into level cap, but you can definitely do just like omnias for a couple rounds. It's like you could, and yeah, that fully applies to the circuit as well, where you can get drastically more buffs on top of that. So there are some downsides to the circuit. Like, I like having my companion, but the way the game, like the game loop is set up, does make it pretty accessible. Oh, I definitely can't bonk in there. I'm sorry. All right. Well, I could use an energy vampire. Oh yeah, Chroma needs an energy vampire. Chroma needs a oh, he's dead. Nice. Just one shot. That's what I like to see. Somebody's got the beefy loadout.
Enemy down.
Ooh, somebody's standing still? Or is that just flare? Is that just what happens when flare gets targeted? Ooh, I love the FPS. That's incredible. Oh, come on, dude. Yeah, look at this, 59 FPS. This, I think this is like just the least optimized level in the game. It's a pretty bad level, or a pretty bad mission. It just chunks up to a zillion, dude. Holy shit. But we should be out of here right about now. Oh, it's just the dude left. I see. Oh, he's dead. Oh, nobody has impact. That sucks. Oh, GG. Nice. Love it. Get some water real quick. Oh, Omniforma. Holy shit. Oberon Rework? Yup. Relic Grind? Yeah, I feel it. I'm stuck with Prime stuff. No, I feel it. Unfortunately, chat, I did spend a lot of plat to get the MR for those, like, Prime shit. Oh, it was bad. It was real nasty business. Real nasty. Ooh, goodness.
Hey, eyes on.
Hey, man, but I will say, the pitch that I've always had, it's like, if you want to play all the new Destiny content, it'll cost you X number of dollars. If you want to be able to play everything. And so then, you know, if you're ever having that debate, I just say like, oh, that money, think about how much plat you could buy with that money if you just had a 50% off. Like, if you had 3 50% offs spread across, you know, a while, then I think you could actually cruise pretty well. Dude, I'm blown away by this FPS right now. Shit's chunking like crazy. Oh, now it's doing a little bit better, but definitely not by much. Something about Temporal Archimedea specifically is just ruthless. Nice. 93 health regen? I just realized that. That's quite a bit of health regen. That's pretty impressive.
Scratch one.
I can kind of get down with that. Where are you at? 817? Yeah, we're making pretty good time.
Bad guys came to party.
I don't really yeah, I don't think I would have time for a deep Archimedea. I think this mission may potentially take a little bit of time, if you know what I mean. We'll have to see. It could be a slog or it could be very quick. But I think these guys have the fucking cell phones handled, so I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to kill the enemies. Oh, can I not shoot his shield 50 times in a row? That sucks. There we go. Okay. Nice. Sweet. Okay. Excuse me. We can chill. Nice, dude. Any more? We got one left? Okay, we're good. Oh, look at all these dudes. Holy shit. Dude, I feel like I kind of need Crux with this shit. You know what I mean? I feel like with 6 shots in the mag, I kind of need it to have Crux. I'm realizing that now. I think that's probably the better plan. So I think I'm probably going to swap it because it has a decent amount of status chance. And the only thing that it's going to proc is Blast. So it's like there's not really a down... You're not going to miss out on damage by any means. Like it's all going to feed directly into your, you know, your damage over time.
Here they come. They're done.
Because I think in that situation, it's more about the ammo efficiency. Like it's actually more useful than, you know, it's not that the status chance is like that much better. It's that like with 6 shots in the mag, like this could potentially melt if 60% of the time I'm not consuming ammo. But yeah, in this current state where I have to reload every 6 shots, it sucks ass. But it's not actually the worst weapon in the world. It just has that, you know, awful downside of the mag size combined with the reload speed. But that is something that would be buffed in like a Kuva version or something. All right. Yeah, it's doing giga numbers. Do I have a damage? I have a viral buff. I see that. I got nourish.
No hay problema.
Woo, dude. I'm telling you, man. I mean, what I've definitely been feeling recently, like if I were to, you know, sit down and talk about what I've been playing over the last week, obviously we have another Hades 2 stream coming up on Wednesday. I finished the story. I'm working on some of the post-game content now. I'm working on some of the achievements. There's one achievement that I'm going to be going for in the future in a very fun way that I want to try out that I tested and did work properly. So if I get really lucky, then I think I won't spoil anything, but there's a very cool way to actually just overpower yourself, and if you get lucky, then it can happen a lot, and it can happen both on the underworld and the overworld. And I won't say what the full secret is, but it involves extra Arcana cards. So that's it's been a fun time for me. All right, to this. Oh yeah, so I've been playing Hades 2. I've been thinking I'm going to be doing maybe some Hades 2 streams on Wednesday, covering, you know, each of the different hidden aspects, playing in the hard mode underworld and the hard mode overworld. So, you know, getting some practice in with each of them before the stream, basically. And, you know, I have to decide which weapon I want to do next, but I have a good plan right now, because I've been trying out a couple of them and seeing which ones do I think is the most obtuse. Like, I'm trying to judge the weapon based on how easy it is to put together a really OP build. Because a lot of the hidden aspects have these really strange gimmicks where you're like, what the fuck is this, dude? But then if you can crack the code, then it can be very, very powerful. So, you know, I think if Hades 2 does anything right, what it does is that it, in terms of combat, which is what I'm really loving about it, you know, obviously I love the story. It's not that I don't love the story. It's more that I will always love these types of games because they push the genre forward and are really, you know, in-depth and complicated, and they really encourage you to crack the code and really get in-depth on how the mechanics work and which boons are the best one and stuff like that. So in terms of just like raw roguelike gameplay, I think Hades 2 is really shines, and not just builds on the first game, but like builds on the community at large, and doesn't miss a beat in terms of keeping up with how complicated most roguelikes are, although they present as very simple. So that's been number one. And number two, of course, has been Elden Ring Night Ring. It's been a struggle for me. I'm in depth 4. I am unfortunately quitting out quite a bit because I am really trash. I had a good run, but I'm working on some theories right now on how I can get something done. I'm currently still a Raider main. Surprisingly, I put out quite a bit of damage with it. It's very useful. But yeah, it is, you know, a classic tank build. Oh, I didn't skip. It is a classic tank build, so it relies on you getting hit a little bit, and you build around that, but it's a very dangerous way to play, and you know, I'm trying to work on, you know, I'm in depth 4, I get Everdark Fulgor, and literally every single one of his moves one-shot me, you know, and I don't have any damage negation at full HP, and so it's just immediate GG, like we've just lost already, and so, you know, I only have a certain number of wending graces, and so it's basically over from there. So yeah, I'm thinking that like all the stuff that I use that I was thinking about in other builds could definitely still work in Raider as well. Like, it's basically, the idea is like everything's gonna one-shot you unless you have damage negation at full HP. And so, you know, with Raider, like, taking damage during his punch, it makes it very dangerous, where you actually, like, you have to heal immediately to get back to full HP, because, like, even, like, taking damage boosts damage negation is only, like, 40% damage negation, but yeah, the bosses just do so much damage that, like, it, you know, it is truly like playing in the new game cycles, and I think that's why I like depth 5. You know, I'm seeing the builds, and it seems like the secret strat is like, yeah, if everything is a one-shot, then you basically just play the glass cannon fully, don't have any damage reduction at all, because everything is already going to one-shot you. But yeah, I will say, I was putting out enough damage as Raider. It's just that, you know, I didn't have any defenses, and so I just got one shot. I had successive attacks, but obviously I was not hitting enough for that. And then I could have gotten damage negation at full HP, which I realize is something I should just do, because it's like, you know, it's like if everything's a one shot, then you only get 10 hits or whatever. If you get hit 11 times, then you lose guaranteed, because 3 of those hits are Wending Graces, and you know, the rest of those are your flasks, where, you know, your flask has to get you to full. So sorry to talk a little bit about Night Rain, but, you know, if you have played it, if you like that game, we do play it every Friday. I play with my little brother, and I play Raider, and I do a little bit better, hopefully, and it's actually pretty clutch. So we've had some good runs, for sure. It's a lot easier when he's playing Iron Eye, but there was a struggle situation with normal Sentient Pest, but I think hopefully the gamble is correct that, you know, my theory is that, like, you know, Sentient Pest you can still poison, which is really weird, so the Poison Iron Eye build should work, but I think we just kind of got overwhelmed, and so got a little bit fucked over, but yeah, that's a very annoying boss, but yeah, we're good. Alright, can I keep moving through this? Yeah, 826, we're making good time. Oh, I need to keep this active. I'm so sorry. Wait, nobody was nearby? Wait, did it not mark anybody as nearby? What the hell? What's going on? I can't hit shit, apparently. This sucks. This is fucking trash. This sucks. Oh, I see one. There you go. Nice. Maybe I saw... Okay, we're good. We survive. Alright. We're chill. Well, now I'm kind of wondering. I got a little bit of time left. But yeah, I guess I will just wrap it up. So, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube and you enjoyed, I do appreciate it if you drop a like. It does help out the video in the future. It's the simplest thing you can do to, you know, if you enjoy my content and you want to support, that's the easiest thing you can do. I do also put out clips every single day at about 1 or 2 p.m. Pacific time. So if you want to see me actually saying funny stuff or talking about Night Rain or really just kind of like yapping in general, some of it's funny clips, but a lot of it is just like, you know, what's going on in Night Rain. So yeah, I post those every single day. So as always, links to everything are everywhere. So that's the description on YouTube, the About section on Twitch, or you can click my face and then click my face again. It'll take you to my profile, and then you can go to all my links. So that is twitch.tv/AmarJJoshi, youtube.com/AmarJJoshi, and tiktok.com/@AmarJJoshi. And then obviously there's also a link to my Discord as well. So if you want to potentially get entered in the raffle, or, you know, have any questions about Warframe, or, you know, want to have a notification, another notification when I go live, I always you know, do like an announcement when I go live there. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Kind of a crazy raffle, but you know, huge wins. Wow. So thank you guys so much. I will be back on Wednesday with Hades 2. We're going to be doing Hidden Aspect of, I don't know yet. So yeah, I guess you'll see that. And then on Friday we've got Elden Ring Night Rain. So I don't know, same thing as usual for now. So yeah, hope you guys have a good night. That's all I got for you. Take care. I'm out of here. Bye-bye.